Oh my God, bro. Yo, tulips is such a hideous plant.
You don't like tulips? Oh no, 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 I'm not falling for this. No,
Tulips
no, muted. I'm doing like a purchase right now, and I'm not even thinking about what you're saying.
Oh man. Welcome back, ViBE. Like you never left.
Yo,
brother.
what up, dude? How you doing?
Yo, you've been live for 8+ hours.
I have. I'm going on 9 here pretty soon.
Are you okay?
I'm ready to help your Terran, dude. Let's go.
Bro, are you okay, man? Because, you know, like I know how it is sometimes. You know what I mean? Like them late nights, man.
I actually
want to go crash.
Legit, I had a headache probably like 3 hours ago, but I ate some food, drank some water. I feel actually pretty decent right now.
You feel good? Okay, so
decent,
what I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna go sharpen my #2 pencil. I'm gonna get my notebook. I'm gonna go wash my hands, wash my face. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'm also gonna grab a glass of water.
Okay.
And in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to legally pirate your stream on my stream.
Sounds good.
So my viewers will see what you look like and your gameplay. What's up, boys? Legally.
Yeah. I'm allowing this.
So go ahead. I guess if you want. Okay. Look at him flexing already, chat. Look at this guy. Look at him flexing. Of course, guys. As soon as I said I was gonna go to his channel, you know what he does, guys? You didn't see it, chat, but he goes to his. Look at this, so we can see his rank. And look at him smiling.
Oh no, it's I had that open the whole time. This is a defeat screen. I'm not proud of this.
All right. So, dude, you want to just like do a quick one, like a quick game? I just need like a quick little.
Yeah, dude. Take your time, whatever you gotta do, and I'll help you out as much as you want. I'm down, dude.
All right, but I got your permission to put your stream up on my stream.
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%. Come on. Bro, I don't gotta take any more days off. I could just
just watch my stream. It's all good. Yeah.
Word, I'll just pop your stream up.
There you go.
All right, I'll be right back, bro.
All right, man. I'll play another game then.
Okay, cool.
All right, what's up, guys? It's like an unofficial raid. I tell you what, just because we're about to get into Terran, I'll do a game of Terran. We'll see how Terran works in bronze. No, it's gonna be this will probably be 5K MMR. I think it's gonna be 5K. I haven't played a game on it yet this season, but last season I ended around 5K on Terran on this account. So we'll probably get a Masters game. Let's hope it's nothing too crazy. If I get someone like cause I'm about to help Ceez's Terran out, and if I get a Terran who's like really high, like we're talking like maybe like 6K Terran or like a 5.8, and he just makes me look really bad, you guys are all gonna question everything I say from then on. Like, does ViBE actually know what he's talking about? This guy just got shit on. We'll see, right? Okay, come on, RNG gods. Give me something good. Okay, we can work with this. Yeah, we can work with this. It's still a Masters game, but 45. We can work with that. It's TvT as well. I'm sorry. You're like, no TvT, please. Aww. Alright. So, boys, first things first in TvT, you know what you do? You find the Reaper spot, and you block that shit as fast as you can, because Reapers are actually terrible in terms of killing your workers. They're terrible at base harass if you just do that. That's all you gotta do. Just block it off. And on this map, all it takes is one depot elevated by 1 pixel, like so right there. Don't put it there, put it there. And put a barracks next to it, and now Reaper can never get in your base. That's all you do. And that Reaper is never gonna come inside. Ever again. So now what that means, what makes this easy, is I can now defend this and only this. I don't have to ever worry about that. It's only this. So I always get the advantage of having a ramp when he runs at my base, and I get free hits, which makes it so much easier to win fights. Now another thing we should do is we should have scouted him. We should have scouted him probably like 20 seconds ago, but it's okay. It's okay. Hopefully the SCV doesn't die to a Reaper. Alright, so we just want to see if this dude's going to go for an expand. We're just going to look. We're going to literally poke up the ramp for a second. And if there's 2 depots, 1 depot, barracks, whatever, we just want to see what he's doing, basically. Like, what is he doing? Get a general read on it, so we know we're not getting like proxied or something like that. Are you expanding? No expansion. I'm expanding. Okay, he's got a factory already on the way. So he's playing double gas. The fact that his factory is already more than halfway done means he's double gas. That's fine. It's not a big deal. It just means that we are now ahead in economy, but we're behind in tech. So our advantage is going to be defensive. Here comes the Reaper. Let's actually send our Reaper to our SCV and try to save him. Okay, just kidding. He's not chasing anymore. Okay, let's just chill. Just chill. Go back to base. And again, we don't need to worry about this. We need to worry about this. Let's make a Hellion. Let's make a starport. We'll make a starport first before we make an orbital. We don't want to be too far behind on tech. And now we'll make our orbital. And get ready for an attack to come up our ramp. Not right this second, but soon there's going to be an attack of most likely Reapers and Hellions. It's the most common way Terrans play TvT. Okay, here it is. We can try and micro a little bit, move our Reapers around, do the dirty dancing. Nice. Okay, that was a trade. We both lost 2 Reapers. Trades are actually insanely good for the player that is macroing. Hold on. Kill that weak Hellion first. Okay, run the Reaper back. Don't let it die. But trades are always good for the defender with more money because you just have more money. Like you'll macro faster than your opponent over time. I'm going to make a bunker just in case he keeps doing this. I will get rid of the bunker eventually later. And now around 5 minutes, we're not there yet, but around 5 minutes, we'll give his base a scan to see if he's going to go bio or mech. But the fact that he actually committed to, Reaper Hellion means it's very unlikely that he's going all in because he went for a harassment-based opener. Now we have a Raven and a Cyclone, so that's really nice. We're going to swap our reactor with our tech lab so that we can go into stim pack now. So let's start on another like 2 racks, engineering bay, get it stim pack, get Marines going, and start making Marine tank medevac. We're going bio at this point. We're going to get like 1 medevac, just 1 medevac. We're going to eventually build a second one, but we're going to only make 1 for now and then just make nothing but Vikings. I think Vikings are actually so much better than medevacs in TvT, especially if you're both going bio. And now at this stage, it's past 5 minutes. The next scan we get for energy, we're going to scan his base. Okay, let's do it. Scan around right about there. So we're going to see not only a natural, but also his tech. We can see he's going for barracks, and there is a natural. So we're both going Marine tank medevac. Or Marine tank style, like bio style, essentially. Doesn't always have to be Marine tank medevac, but yeah. Like mine's going to mostly be Marine tank Viking. Let's go ahead and get +1 weapons. Let's get ourselves an armory, and let's make like another 2 racks right now. But the reason why Vikings are so good is because when you have Marine tank versus Marine tank, medevacs can actually never out-heal. You'll never out-heal the, what's it called? The tank DPS. Your shit will just die. So literally the only reason why you have medevac is to heal the stim pack, like after fights are over, or heal what's left over, not actually to heal through the fight. And when you go mass medevac, it's because you're healing through the fight. Like you're trying to keep the bio up the whole time. You're never gonna keep the bio up versus tanks. Tanks are just gonna be like, bye, hi, bye, you're dead, and 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 so are you, and you're dead. Okay, so now again we're going. That's our second medevac. No more medevacs now. Pure Marine tank Viking now. Let's send out one Marine to like his thirds. One there, one there, one at the Zonlaga Tower. Get a weapon upgrade for tanks. We almost have combat shield. Our build is flowing right now, boys. Also, this is something that happens a lot in TvT. Let's go and throw down like 2 turrets on the side of our main. This is our main production. If this gets compromised, it's really bad. And it's mid-game right now, so let's just prepare for the potential of that happening. Also, our shit just got owned. Okay, that's a lot of Marines just randomly in the middle. Let's go kill that. And let's also start a 4th command center. Okay, he backed off. We'll send a Reaper to like his natural. I just want to see if he's like gonna take a 3rd. I want to have a vision aspect of both of his bases to know how safe it is. Okay, he's attacking, so it doesn't matter anymore. Go around, see if he took this 3rd or not with this Reaper right here. Did he expand or no? He did. Okay, that's fine. But get ready for a fight right now. Siege our tanks. Make some depots before this fight really starts, I guess. Just really fast. Siege our tanks. Okay, so that was defended. Good shit. Defender's advantage is always nice, basically. It always makes you feel good. We have another army that was macroed throughout that. And now we can go 2-2 with our next round of resources. All the new SCVs we're making can now start saturating this base right here. And he's starting his 4th, and ours is done. We're going to make our 4th base and every base from now on a planetary. After the initial 3. Let's get our gases saturated properly here. Get 2-2 going. Get level 2 weapons on tanks as well. And now let's actually go set up a timing. We'll send out 1 Marine to like all pathways that we could run into him at. So we sent a Marine like right there, right there, right there, and right there. This is giving us a read on the map before we move out. So it's not like, oh shit, we just moved out on the south side and we're in the middle of the map and he's currently killing my base. See how he's moving out again? So we didn't allow ourselves to get caught in the middle of nowhere. So now that we know where he is, now we'll just go for a fight. We'll take an engagement against him. You gonna push me? You gonna do it? And now give us a second to go back to our base. Make another, oops, I didn't mean to make a starport. Make another factory. Make like 4 more barracks or 3 more barracks. Just make some more racks because we're definitely getting a lot of money. And now he's attacking our base over here. Let's just pull back for a second. Scan him again. Is he still there? He's still there. Just clear this out. This is still not moving. Watching that army in the middle of the map is important while this is happening. Because we don't want to like have him rush up our tanks in the back while we're moving back home. We can take another base while this is happening. Because we want to be able to take a 5th base now. Scan him one more time. He's still there. This army hasn't grown in size at all. Our army has definitely grown in size. So let's concave out. Concave your army. He's ready for it, but we have so much. Stimpack, go forward. Siege our tanks when we get in there. Spread the bio out a little bit as we're in. And steamroll. Kind of. Not really steamroll. Almost. It's close. Throw the game away is what I'm talking about. It's okay. It was an opportunity. It looked like an opportunity, okay? I got excited. I was like, I think we got it. Just kidding. Siege our tanks. Just do our best to defend here. And there we go. TvT, boys. That's how you. That's how it's done. Both players just throw armies away. Sort of. I don't know, dude. Okay, we're going 3/3 upgrades. That's an important thing. That's a very important thing. Take another base. We can start another base. And yeah. Don't forget level 3 weapons on tanks. Our army's about to get really strong. Drop some mules. And now let's scout with 1 marine on the sides of the map to see if this dude's got more than 4 bases. I have more than 4 bases in about the next 5 seconds. We want to see if he also does. And take this Onaga tower again with another dude. Let's also take a second sensor tower like over here so we can see another like chunk of the map basically. Like a big chunk of the map. He's dropping my main. We really don't want our engineering base to die. That's actually huge. If they do die, that sucks. One of them looks like it's actually going to die. So we didn't lose both. We just lost one. It's still kind of painful. Not the end of the world, but it definitely kind of sucks. Let's make some more turrets here. Because that's exactly what we're talking about, how people like to drop the main, and that's really scary if it gets compromised. Okay, let's set up an attack. He doesn't have a 5th yet. We do. That's where we're going right now. That is where we're going. Send a marine out on the left side again. Like 2 marines. One goes to the Zelnaga tower. One goes to the tower in the middle. I said the same thing twice. One goes on the left side and one goes to the Zelnaga tower. So it's just to give us a vision. Looks like that's him right there. That's okay. Siege our tanks. He's coming towards us. Stem our marines. Take a fight. Scan so we can see up the hill. Don't chase into tank range. Instead, let's maybe like run past and just kill the command center before it becomes a planetary. Kill the command center. Back off. Okay, he just punished me a little bit for that. It's okay though, because we're mining a lot. We're definitely replacing every time things die. We can take a few more barracks on top of this. It's actually a pretty good game, honestly. This dude is pacing it well. And now let's go ahead and do something different. Let's go ahead and get a second starport. And let's get a fusion core. Okay, hold on. He's attacking. Are you coming? And we're going to start adding in liberators. Oh, he's actually got tanks in like this really awkward spot right now. We might be able to pick off like 3 or 4 tanks. Jesus.
Mineral field exhausted.
Spread our marines out. Land our Vikings on the tanks. Yeah, this game is just sloppy, dude. This game is like just death everywhere. Oh my god. Okay, take this base. This is a crazy game, man. I think one thing that's really hurting us right now too is our upgrades are down by 1 because he killed our engineering bay from earlier. Hold on the, let's send the command center over there. Okay, now we're going into liberators though, guys. Take another SCV sensor tower. Take a couple more gases. Now, what liberators are going to do is I can now siege his tank lines. Let's get also the liberator range upgrade on the fusion core. That's why we built the fusion core. Okay. get a third starport at this point. Okay, he's trying to set up on me right now, over here. Our liberators are just like popping the tanks, and it's also dragging his marines into tank fire. Back our liberators up. This is why liberators are so good in TvT. Like at in-game. And now we're gonna start going back into Vikings. We're gonna start getting ship weapons now as well. And now we also have liberator range, so it's gonna be easier to keep my liberators in safe spots. Not so deep in the fight. Okay, send some SCVs from mineral depleted to a new base. Every base that's having issues with minerals, send it somewhere else. Okay, that's good now. 19, that's really good. Are you still here with units? Not really. What about over here? Oh, your army's like in the middle. Okay, that's fine. Let's take another command center so we can take the base right here. And let's get ready to do another attack. Here he comes, it looks like. So what we want to do is we want to force a siege line. He just sieged. Perfect. What is happening over here? There's like a worker battle. And we have so many Vikings about to spawn, so we want to be kind of patient about that, actually. So we're liberating his tank line right now. And our Vikings are covering the liberators. Now don't go too far. Just liberate the edge of the tank line. And now he unsieges, so. We lost a lot of Marines throughout that though, and that specific fight, which is okay. We'll replace it. But all we want to do is we want to make him unsiege and then stimpak forward. Or we want to kill him while he sieges forward. It'll make more sense as we get another engagement, I guess. Because I can't really give a good example of it right at this second because the fight kind of stalemated right there. Okay, so we're about to be maxed again. And we need to take another base. This game is going the distance, dude. Holy shit. Grab our new units that just spawned. He's right there, it looks like. Okay, get ship weapons level 2 going. Scan him one more time. I just want to get a good clear view of his army. So what we want to do is we want to stalemate a siege. Get him to siege right now. We sieged. We both sieged. Now, liberate his army like this. Vikings kind of chill, and we just kill tanks for free. He unsieges, we stem forward. Okay, he's running pretty fast, so our Marines were kind of too far back. But now we unsiege and we do it again, and we push again. Scan again. He's sieged in a new location further back. That's okay. Get another siege stalemate going on. So this covers my liberators. Hold position my army. Grab the Vikings and the liberators. And just liberate. And Vikings move forward and cover against any enemy Vikings or whatever like that. And now his tanks just die to liberator. He backs up, we unsiege, we push again. Okay, he's foregoing this base now, so just kill it. And that's a dead base. Nice. So now we know for sure we have a lead because we just wiped out one of his economies. Just keep it going. We can scan the left side. He doesn't have that base, but he does have this one. Let's go down there and wipe it out. Let's transfer any SCVs while we have a second here to any new bases that need to be going. And that's like a scout, I feel like. We'll send one Marine to the center, one Marine to the right. Okay, that's actually a drop in my main again. Is what that really is. Okay. So now he's getting all multi-pronged drop heavy. Okay, leave him Marine over here to see if he takes this base again. And it looks like he is actually trying to take the base. He's sending SCVs this way. So his Marine can just go to town. Go have fun on shooting a bunch of SCVs. And now let's hit his left base. We can also put a forward sensor tower now on this side too. And get ready to push on this side. Okay, his orbital command looks really exposed. Like he's not even defending it. So let's just kill this first. So this is another base that's going to die. Scan him again to see if he's still sitting there. He's not. Okay, he's right there. Kill his sensor tower over here. And we can set our own sensor tower as well over here. We're just consuming the map right now. Okay, that's done. Now let's take like a ragtag army here. We're just going to put in a random number like Alt 789 or just Control 789, whatever. Something I can do on the other side of the keyboard. You guys just literally A move, Shift, A move. Go fuck with that economy over there. And I'll take a new base while we're doing it. Now we'll focus on this. And I can see tanks on the high ground. Let's just go pop those really fast. Siege my Liberators right directly on it. Siege our tanks. Looks like we're having a big fight right now. Macro while this is happening. Just make a brand new army. We lost everything. It's okay, but our army was not fully there. We're split over here. We're actually starving this guy out right now. That's another base dead. Our army's totally dead over there, but again, it's fine. Kill another base. You can remax pretty fucking fast in TV, and you know, once you have like a good supply or a good amount of production. And our opponent is honestly kind of only mining off of like one base right now. We're mining off of like 4 or 5. So we can pull back, regroup ourselves. And we're about to be maxed. Let's also get smart servos. I don't know why I haven't gotten that yet. This is a nice upgrade for like landing on tanks with Vikings if you really need to do that. Okay, he's pushing the right side. So that's his army. It's mostly air hybrid now. It's really, it has like no tanks, which means he's really vulnerable now to a lot of Marines. Like a lot of Marines are just going to run his ass over if he doesn't have tanks. So group our army up. We do have a lot of Marines. And stem forward and go for it. Now we'll mix some, you know, just go back into Liberators, go back into tanks, kill another economy here. And he's pretty dead. He doesn't have any money. No money. No monies. Nice, boys. You said no Terran today, ViBE? I did say no Terran. But look at us now. We're playing Terran. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're playing Terran. But yeah, this game is, it's just like TvT, when it gets to this stage, it's just about patience and control. It's just about patience and control. Like if you actually just like fluster yourself and you're like, oh god, I gotta go for a doom drop. And you're like, oh, I threw the game. That's a good way to lose, right? Because you can see we even made a couple stupid choices where I was like, watch, let's just crush him. And we're dead. Even though we made choices like that, we still recovered because we're still macroing the entire time. And look at the bank we have to work with as well. We're maxed out with 6,000, 7,000 resources in the bank. Like, we have a lot of money to work with. So you can make little mistakes as long as you don't make the big mistake of the setup of the future, basically, of TvT. Or not even of just TvT, of Terran in general.
Incredible. Actual Ned Stark.
Yo, dude.
Great job.
Oh, I thank you, man. How much of that game did you see?
I caught like a decent amount towards the end.
Nice.
It was great.
Yeah, it's all about that control, man. You just gotta like set up the outposts of the sensor towers and just like take it over.
That was a great tip though, with the Vikings being very important in TvT.
Oh, they're huge, man.
Over medevacs.
Yeah, it's because
and I like what you did with those liberators.
Yeah, that's what the Vikings allow you to do as well. Like, if your opponent has like 15 tanks or like 18 tanks, like it's just so many tanks now. It's the same thing that kind of happened at the end of the game where mass air is weak to mass marines, mass tanks is weak to liberators. And the great thing about liberator is you don't even need to have like a ton of them. You just need like 2 or 3.
Right.
And then it just keeps killing them over and over. And you force an unsiege, and when he unsieges, that's when you stim and go forward.
So it's like a small little just like a small little force of liberators like create a lot of problems for like heavy tank Terrans.
Yeah, because if you get the range upgrade on the fusion core, you can actually siege a liberator field over a tank that'll hit the tank. And a marine cannot actually run to hit the liberator unless it runs into siege tank range as well, so it'll just die to tanks. And then if you have enough Vikings to where you have more Vikings than your opponent, because he makes a lot of medevacs, you never lose air control either, because if he ever moves forward with Vikings, you just crush. So, and like you should never expect to heal your marines through tank shots. Like it never will happen. Like if 10 tanks shoot a volley of shots, like every marine's going to just die that gets hit by it, basically.
It doesn't matter if you have medevacs, like they can't keep up. I gotcha.
Yeah.
So, wow, brother, how you been, man? You been good?
Yeah, dude, I've been pretty good. I've just been streaming it up. Today's actually been an amazing stream. It's been really good.
Nice.
Can't complain.
That's what I like to hear, man. Bro, we've been watching like we watched we watched a documentary about Tasis and Artosis called the something of StarCraft, the Sons of StarCraft.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that.
I've seen it. Yeah.
We've just been going in, man. You know what I mean? Getting our history lessons for those who don't know.
Yeah.
The OGs.
Dude.
StarCraft putting a lot of games on the map.
Back when that was back when like all these a ton of like North American, European pro gamers and stuff would also go to Korea and like compete in GSL. It happens still sometimes now today, but I don't know. I guess it does happen quite a bit still. They have a team house now. It's a little different. It's just people would actually like stay in like combined houses with like a Korean pro team. You'd have like one white dude in there with like 15 Korean guys that are all like pro gamers, and he's just like gonna play in GSL one time.
Yeah, man. Shit. It's crazy. It's great. Like, it blew my mind how like back in, I think it was like the 90s or something like that, they casted and they had like a live event, and there was 100,000 people that showed up. Yeah. In Korea. I think 100,000 people at a live event, dude.
I think it was Gur or something was there, or like I don't know Brood War history as well, but I think it was like Gur was definitely like one of the most popular foreigners that was playing in Korea like exclusively. But it was, and they wore like those like suits, like the futuristic like suit outfits. Yeah.
Yeah, they all look like they look like members of Daft Punk and shit, like without the helmets.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's so funny, bro. So basically, I just recently started experimenting with just a quick update. You know, I was doing the build that you told me to do.
Okay.
And you know, learning, you know, it's a very fragile build, but I learned a lot from it. You know what I'm saying? And once I added tanks, like, oh man, just added a couple of tanks to that build. Well, it's kind of a different one, but it's another little timing attack with 2 tanks. I leave kind of at the 5-minute mark. I grabbed it off of like the Build Advisor build program that I use. and I started doing that. I was getting my ass kicked a lot with that timing attack, which I knew was to be expected, especially against Terran, because like Terran, bro, you know, like the turtle Terrans, like they put up the anti-air, and then they come out with the siege tanks, and then they creep, and then the random, you know, the random mines and all that shit, just dealing with all that.
I know exactly. I feel like you're describing a clip that my chat linked me to. Like 2 medevacs show up, like he's got turrets, and then you like fly up into 2 widow mines, and you're just like, no,
bro. It's so fun. But you know what? I'm learning. I'm playing. I'm still having a lot of fun. I just stumbled across one of Pig's videos. Something, I don't know if you do this, but about the May control group steal away thing.
Yeah.
Like he basically disables one section of his control groups to like make it, I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if you can like disable half of it. I don't know that exactly, but I know if he's talking about like the stealing feature, I do that a lot myself as well.
Yeah. No, it's just a way that he does. There's like a different way of, about it. It's hard to explain, bro. Like I have to watch the video again to really understand.
Sure.
It's yeah, it's control group stealing, but like he removes us, like he removes like a certain like he only does it a specific way. Like he doesn't do it like the original way.
Okay.
And some of the players, some of the people in my chat were telling me that it's like really good. I was like, let me ask Vibe, see if he does it. I guess you don't disable any control group functionality in your keybinds at all?
No, I use my own like personal custom hotkeys, and I actually rebind a couple of my control groups to like different numbers instead of like 0 or like 9.
Right.
But I don't actually have anything like a stealing disable for parts of my control groups. That's what I'm assuming that he's talking about.
Yeah, I was just curious.
But yeah, no, like if you see it and you try it and you like it, totally do it. There's so many different styles you can do, for sure. That can be really good. And Pig is definitely someone really good to learn from. Pig knows his shit.
Yeah, this is Vibe LOL, guys.
Yo, what's up?
What up?
What up,
boy's
dude?
been live for 9 hours, like a god.
Yep, the
Out
grinder.
there slapping. Was that guy GM2, that Terran?
No, he was Masters 2 or I think he was Masters 2. He played a good game though. He's Masters 3 actually.
No, hell yeah. It wasn't bad. So what are you thinking? I got a couple of, bro, I got to start saving this a little bit better. TvT work versus platinum macro. You know what? I guess we'll just do this one. Let me, how do I open up I got watch with others, I guess.
Yeah.
And let me go ahead and invite.
I can join you. Yeah, I'm in.
Bada bing boom baps. Now, how do I change the actual replay that I want to watch?
So you have to host the lobby off of the replay you want to watch. So you have to like know what one it is before you go into it.
Okay, gotcha.
And then I think I'm bugged out.
Well, no, I quit that.
Okay.
So if I load it, okay, but if I double click it from the folder, I think it's gonna auto launch.
It does, yeah. You have to. So if you want to actually, if you have it in a folder that's not actually in your StarCraft folder, just open up your documents. I can give you like a direct path of where you go, but it's in your documents folder. You have to like just drag and drop and put it in your actual account folder, and then it'll appear in your replay list in StarCraft. If you want, I can tell you exactly how to get there.
Oh, so okay. No, maybe I can just scroll down. Let me see. This was only a couple days ago. It was about a week ago.
Okay.
All right, let me see. It's TvT. Okay, let's see. StarCraft. I just gotta scroll down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm helping Ceez right now, guys.
Here we go.
With
I got it already. Watch with
nice.
others.
My game's still trying to load your last lobby. I'm gonna relog really fast.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like, I guess, like, I'll look at whatever builds you're into right now. We can definitely make any build you want really work. Like a marine tank timing or whatever you're feeling.
Yeah.
And I can just give you like ideas on like maybe how to attack against a certain situation.
Oh,
or,
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah. I'll show you this one. This new build I really like because it kind of sets me up to have some tanks. And it's not like an all-in type of thing. It's meant for me to harass. I actually wanted to pick your brain about this particular build.
Sure.
And how to like maximize it and how to be really annoying with it. It does have a liberator involved, which is great. It's basically one liberator. It's like the opener is like within 5 minutes. I have like 6 Marines, 2 tanks, and 1 liberator, and then I drop at his natural and just try to be a pain in the ass while macroing behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one of those builds where you're just hoping it does. It's not gonna kill him, but you're just hoping it does more damage than what it costs, and then you get a lead out of it.
Yeah, I guess. So maybe not the best, I guess.
No. It's not bad. It's one of those builds though that it would work really good if you did something like, for instance, like maybe have like a Reaper. Like if you do you scout with a Reaper often?
Yeah, I do. So I still scout with the Reaper.
Don't ever lose it. Like try really hard not to lose it. Like you can scout initially, but don't ever like be like, I'm gonna kill 2 SCVs or whatever. Like, you know, just chill on it, and always set that up with an attack where you poke him with the Reaper at the same time you do that drop in the opposite base. So you don't ever have that chance where he's just sitting there, because if he is, you're gonna get screwed. I'm having a problem trying to join your game. it bugged out again.
Maybe me.
Maybe I don't. Yeah, mine bugged out twice.
All right, let me exit my game. Big boy exits. Okay, so we're out of there. So how you been liking Warcraft 3?
Oh, it's good, man. I played that game so much back in the day. I have like the nostalgia factor for it. But like people give it a lot of give it a bad rap because of the launch of it, basically. And I agree, some of the stuff was bad. But they've added in MMR now, at least, so there you actually get like games of like your like are good quality basically for you. And they're I don't know when they are, but they're gonna add in rank eventually, and which will be nice. But for me, the biggest thing is Warcraft 3 on Battle.net 1.0 was really laggy all the time. And the new Battle.net, like the Battle.net launcher, is so much better latency for everybody. So it's like playing Warcraft 3 without lag. And I love that. It's really good.
What is this little exclamation point by your name? Take command will not be available unless this player disables the custom replay interface in their observer options.
That doesn't matter. It would be if like we're going to resume from replay and play from like the middle point of a game.
All right, so this is going to be the build that I believe this is our little timing attack that you wanted me to just mess around with because you recognize that I like the whole bio thing. You know?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what we got here. This is basically the 8 Marines, Medivacs, and Stim.
Okay, let's do it, dude.
All right, here we go. IFER. You gotta watch these guys. You gotta watch.
Okay. All right, so you one thing you can do too, like this is something I tell people all the time that you may or may not do already, but when you're doing like kind of not much in the beginning of the game, try to stack 2 SCVs on every single close patch, and that's going to definitely help your build as well a little bit more. And if you don't know which patches are close, it's just the ones with more money on them. And to make it really easy, in the replay, you can double click one, and it highlights all of the close ones in yellow. And if you just start memorizing, like some of them are obvious, but some of them are maybe like the middle ones are a little less obvious. But if you just stack them, you'll always get a little bit of a lead in your money. Like you can see the one on the right has had 1 for a while, and now it has 0 because you're building the gas, which is, it's okay, it's fine. But you definitely want to try to maintain 2 per, because you always generate more money off the close patches in general, so you'll just have more money to work with.
Wait a minute. So you're telling, okay, so when you click on them, what do you mean they're yellow?
So like click on the very bottom left patch in your main. And,
okay.
Yeah, and then you can double click it, and now it highlights all the close ones because they actually are different units. A far patch and a close patch are different.
So I want all my SCVs on the close ones.
Yeah, you want to have 2 SCVs per close patch. And you can have,
the beginning.
Yeah, perfect. Yep. You're eventually gonna have 2 on every patch, but you don't ever want to rip SCVs off to build shit, or just in general to let them automatically spread themselves out. You don't want to have close patches have 1.
Oh my god, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, and you can set that up when you're doing nothing. You don't have to worry about it on like your natural or your third because the game has developed bigger stages at that point. But for now, you should always do it in your main.
Right. just to kind of get like a slight little edge. I
Yeah,
got you.
so
like
like
in the very beginning, I wanna like. I also noticed you can still split in this too, because like the SCVs all get thrown in the middle. So you can also do you split?
I split. Yeah, I do splits where I do 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, while I go to the center.
Nah, and then you micromanage them, and then you put them like 2 to a patch.
Yep.
Just in case.
Yeah. If I'm like full tryhard, it's like double 2 SCVs per close patch every time.
Right.
And then you always go out of your way to be like, if you're going to build a gas, do not select the close patch SCV. Select the far one.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I would say, if you add it up after like 2 minutes, like within the first 2 minutes of the game, you're probably going to have like an additional 50 minerals, and that could make a big difference in like your command center, your natural, for instance, goes down like 4 seconds faster or 5 seconds faster. Or you know, things like that. You don't supply block, because suddenly when you wanted to build a barracks, you don't have to wait for those extra couple seconds for the depot. Now you can just build the depot. So the builds flow better if you do that. All right, so I see 2 racks in the factory, and you know, this is obviously like a 2-1-1 opener, which is, it's all G. It's good, but in a TvT. I mean, we'll see what's going to happen soon, but the one thing I would be afraid of is if you're
dying.
Yeah, you're gonna die, man. No. If your opponent has like tank Viking, this it just feels sketchy to do.
Yeah, I get waxed. No, I've been getting bodied by Terran's. Bro, I get Terran tilts me the most out of all the races.
Yeah.
Because of the the mines, and then you know the tank sieging up.
Also, what graphics do you play on really fast? Sorry.
No, my bad. What'd you say?
What graphics do you play on?
I play on maximized graphics.
Okay.
IMAX experience.
Yeah, that's good. That's totally fine. I don't mind. I don't want you to go like low or anything. But
wait, why do you ask though?
Because you can see certain things, like you can see stealth units and you can see widow mines in the ground before they actually reveal themselves. So you should like. Basically, like, your graphics are fine if they're on high. It's just like try to like get used, like look at it in a replay maybe if you haven't actually done it before, and actually like commit it to memory, what it actually looks like in the floor, and then just like really appreciate what it looks like. Because if you commit it to memory, what a widow mine divot looks like, it doesn't look like anything in the tile set on any map, and you'll actually spot it before you fly into it or move into it all the time in the future.
Now, what? Okay, so what would you recommend? Like, because I know there's ways I can still have the game look real pretty, but
no, you should leave it on high.
Like one little setting that I can adjust so that I can see that very easy.
No, unfortunately, it's just something you should look for yourself though. Like, it's if you're just flying around like randomly, like I hope I'm okay. You know, that's try to always like maybe like glance at the screen really fast and just see for divots, especially near his base. And then just always be looking for that. Like, that's always what you should look for when you attack a Terran, dude.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Fuck, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, I used to play on. I just maximize the settings, you know, just to kind of like, you know, be able to showcase the game.
That's what I play on too.
So they can see it.
I like high as well. Yeah. All right. Let's see your drop. Let's see this. Okay. That is ambitious. Yo. Oh, it's doing pretty well though. Yeah, it's actually like working. But like I would say, if you back up right now perfectly, yeah, that's good. You're at least killing the SCVs. This is now an amazing drop.
What am I building? Am I macroing?
You are, dude. You're spending that money, dude. You're doing the more important thing. Oh my god, look at this fucking damage. And you're getting out. You're going for more, dude. Right into the base, into the tank. That was actually a good drop on the tank.
Hey.
I would say going into his main is actually really scary though. Like you actually just won. You win this game, correct? Like, yeah, okay, yeah. The game's about to end.
No, he comes
what
back.
A replay! But what I would say is, if you were playing against someone who played a little bit more cautious,
yeah,
going
bodied.
Yeah, going for the main, right? If you actually get lucky and do damage like that in the natural, probably just stay in the natural and just like commit to free damage, which is like kill the command center. That way you also have a retreat where you're not going to lose those units either.
True.
Because committing to the main is like you're giving yourself a chance to just throw them away now. And if he actually does that, like what if you flew into like a widow mines or some shit, And now suddenly he has that command center still there where he can recover faster with an active CC and your army dies.
Mm-hmm.
So being cautious is basically my idea here. Because when you saw the tank, it was a nice kill on the tank, but it was a chance you could have died going for the tank.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
but good,
dude,
good job.
That game right there was, I mean, I've been going up again. Okay, so one thing I learned, it's so funny. I do a lot on rank, and anytime I run into a gold, dude, we're talking, they're all cheesers. They literally to the point where I predict it. I literally say, okay, this guy's gonna cheese me because they see that I'm plat, they're gold, and they're in their mind, they're like, oh, I can't out macro this guy, so I'm just gonna cheese him.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's like 9.5 out of 10 games. I'm getting cheesed.
And, I believe you.
But what I have been noticing though, and is like when I see an early scout, I'm like, okay, all right, what's going on here? So I'm starting to recognize. And that one tip you gave me, like look at their base and compare it to your base. I love that tip. That is like one of the greatest. It's like, oh, that's so good. Like I've gone to Terran bases and they've had like 3 supply depots or something and like no racks. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's good.
It's hilarious, dude. I don't really know the most optimal, especially against Terran, when they're coming in with their little whatever, whether it's a Marine push or whether it's their Reaper push. The best place to put a bunker. I was trying to figure out.
So I saw you walled off like you were playing against a Zerg in that game what you just showed me. Yeah. You gotta learn where the Reaper spots are, like the Reaper cliff jumps, and then if you actually just build your initial depot and your racks on the wherever that is, you can actually always build your bunker on the ramp every time, and you'll never be attacked in the back. Like, because if the Reapers jump up the cliff where you blocked it. On some maps, you can block it perfectly where it fits into where Reapers can't even jump up at all. And they would have to scan to be able to shoot the building to try and create a hole. And it takes a Reaper forever to kill a building. And on some maps, there will be like a little tiny hole where like only one Reaper can jump up and the rest will sit down below. But again, it takes like 3 or 5 Reapers, like 45 seconds to kill a supply depot. So your depot will just live forever. You could easily have time to go react if he was over there.
So I can do this for every single map
you can.
On ladder right now?
Yep. And you'll be able to do it for every map forever. Like there's never a ladder. Like I guess okay, so
that's great.
Way back that wasn't true, but nowadays they actually balance it a lot more. They kind of nerfed Reapers by not allowing 100% cliff jumping spots. Right. But yeah, you can do it on every map for sure on 1v1.
Okay. Oh this oh my god, this was hideous. I mean, I might as well show you some. I don't even want to show. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna show you this one.
Okay,
I'm just gonna show you this one because this is like so obviously like, oh man, bro. You know this.
I'm ready.
I'm
ready to see it, dude. Let's see what you got.
So this is the new build that I've been working on, and I guess yeah. So with this particular build, it's basically like I don't know. I guess the guy who made it says it's for fun. I like it.
Sure.
He basically says, you know, to do like a multi-pronged, to try to be cheeky with the Liberator if I can be, you know what I mean? To try to pull the army away.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like laying down one shot, just to be like, oh shit, Liberator, you know what I mean? Pull the whole army and then like siege my tanks behind his mineral line in the natural.
Yeah, yeah.
Use the mineral, you know, I don't know, but I mean, I'm sure you'll see things that I can improve upon. Well, let's just go ahead and watch.
It's a legit thing. Like it's actually something like really like top tier pro Terrans have even done. Like we're like literally best in the world Terrans have like set up natural harassment spots exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, the big one is you just really need to distract when you do that, things like that.
Right. Yeah, so like my mid game is rough, dude. Like my late game non-existent, mid game trash. I'm a fluffer. I found out that I'm a fluffer.
Yeah.
So like I'll have a game 1 and then I'll have about like 11,000 minerals and I'll just make mad command centers so I can be like, yo, you see chat, this is what you guys got to do. You got to expand.
That's good. Yeah, right. They make it look like you're doing the right thing. See, I saved up this money because I wanted to switch into command centers for those mules later on. Money makes money, man.
So bad. Oh, wait, what am I doing now?
See, like on this map, if you see that, like the mineral wall to the left. So if you build one depot on that little peninsula spot, but you don't build it right in the center, you go to the right once and then up once or down once. So it's like I wish I could show it to you in the game, but it's just like you go down one or down one basically, or up one.
I'll whip up your stream.
Okay, sure. So, right there is where a depot can fit. I'll hold it here for a sec, for you.
All right, Twitch. Okay.
Okay. So where it is right now, that's where a depot could fit. You don't want to put it there.
Oh, you're at his base. You're at his base.
Oh
no, that's me.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay,
all right, you're good, dude. If you put a depot here, a Reaper can still jump there, and it can still jump there. So if you put it, if you put it in the center, if you put a depot right in the center, a Reaper can still jump either on the top of it or on the bottom of it. It can still get in your base. But if you put a depot down or up one like this, or like this, and then you connect a barracks to it. So if this is a depot and you put a barracks right there next to it, this blocks a Reaper in that spot, and it can never get in your base again. Which means the only way.
Other places that Reapers can
that's it. That's it. The only other place you can get in your base is through the doorway.
What about right here? Right there. Look.
Where here?
They just hop right up.
Like,
there? But
you have to go through the doorway to get there. Yeah, exactly.
So okay, now where do I put the bunker, on the left or the right of the ramp?
You would put, if you wanted to make a bunker and you were actually gonna go against Reapers and you block that off, you would put a bunker right in the front of your natural like that, like in the center of the choke point. You would only ever put a bunker in the back if you're up against like Protoss and they're going like Adepts, because they can just shade past it and like sit in your little like hallway where your depots are at your your ramp block.
Look at that.
Yeah. So
and then just build my expansion at my natural normally, right?
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
always lift if anything.
Yep. And if you actually make units and he's going Reaper Hellion, Terran units kill Terran units really fast, and just diving past the bunker, he's gonna lose enough units to probably just lose the fight if you just unload the bunker and chase him into your natural further.
Gotcha.
So every map has it. Just always block the Reaper spot with your first depot racks, and you're just gonna be like, well, it's good. This is really easy. And a lot of maps too, you'll have like this map is an exception, but a lot of maps have like a ramp at your natural as well, where you can just stand on the top of the ramp. And now if he ever attacks you, he has to walk up a line of sight disadvantage where you get the first shot every time.
Right.
Yeah. We actually like literally just talked about that too in that game that you had you were watching
my chat was telling me, he's like, yo, he was just they talked about something about pixel something. Pixel. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know about the pixel stuff. The alt stealing with pig. I don't know what's going on in this game anymore, dude.
Yeah, I'm confused.
No, it's all good, but yeah, just the big one in TvT that I've learned especially. Don't let Reapers get in your base by just blocking that off, and it makes the matchup so much easier. Because your openers never get harassed nearly as hard.
Nice, dude. I like that. And then what about mass marine?
Do you mean like with tanking?
I could put the same spot with the bunker, the same spot, right?
Yeah. Like are you talking about something like 4 racks as you?
Yeah, somebody with like proxy racks, like 2, 3, 4 racks.
Okay, so if someone does that, if like you actually scout with your SCV and you see, okay, this guy doesn't have gas, he doesn't have any barracks, he's literally just all-inning me with Marines. What you would do is you would actually lift, or you don't have to necessarily lift, but just you would have your barracks and depot over here like we talked about, because you would have built that before you scouted him to assume it's going to be a Reaper. But you're like, oh shit, he's going mass Marines. Just build a bunker like right where your barracks is on the ramp now, and then you win the game. You literally just win the game, and you build your command center that's at the natural. If it's there, just finish it, lift it, go back to the main, or build it in the main if you find out early enough before you started it. Because
and then just keep pumping SCVs.
Yeah, just keep pumping SCVs, keep pumping Marines. Because 4 Marines in a bunker, all you have to do is just rip off, like, we'll say like 6 or 8 SCVs off your mineral line to repair it, and you just sit next to the bunker and repair it as he pushes up your ramp. And then 4 Marines in a bunker will 2-shot a Marine coming up the ramp, and they will 2-shot an SCV coming up the ramp every single time. And they have an attack speed that's 0.61, so you're almost killing a Marine or an SCV almost every second. And it takes Marines a while to kill a bunker, so those 4 Marines are going to kill. You're going to easily win the game if you just build a bunker. And
so where the starport is now, that's where you want a bunker.
Yes, exactly. Gotcha. Right there. And then you don't even have to like wall around it like a depot wall. Just build a bunker. That's it. And you just repair it when he runs up the ramp, And 4 Marines are going to kill like 20 Marines. Like literally, I'm not even kidding. Because here's the thing. A bunker is, since it's a building, and it's also a building that has, like most buildings are like this. Like click on the supply depot in this game really quick and mouse over the armor. Okay. Even though it says 0, it says armor 1. Most buildings work like that. So you actually remove DPS off of the Marines by just repairing a bunker. And the bunker has 400 hit points, not 45. So it just does not fucking die. And then repairing it as well is just like auto win, because like the Marines just walk up and die as the bunker just keeps drilling them over and over.
Oh, check out this dude. Yeah, this guy right
okay,
here.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the Liberator.
I don't even know what the hell I'm
my
doing.
God.
I just learned.
He's got a sensor tower.
I'm out of here.
Dude, you're gonna deny that command center builder?
Oh, that shit feels so good right there.
You lose the Liberator? Oh God. No. Okay, you save it. Good shit. That was some sick micro.
Bro, this is a circus, this game. Just so you know, get ready for it. This is gonna make you cringe. Look, my man's already dropping nukes. So I look for that little red dot and I'm out.
Nice.
Yo, check out that drop though. Check out the drop.
I see the drop.
Big siege, big siege.
Oh my God, dude. I thought he was nuking you here as well for a second. Dude.
Yeah. Not macroing behind it doesn't count. Not macroing behind it doesn't count.
Oh my God, you're not even pulling the SCVs back on the middle line.
Doesn't count. I think I'm Marine King Prime.
This is intense. And if you get that deny on the command center, oh my God, on the low ground still, that's not even finished. Dude, this is nuts. Oh, you're
so
back
in
to
this
macro.
situation, should I just stay here and be a pain in the ass and macro behind him and let him fight through this?
You totally should, yeah. So.
Oh, okay, because I actually end up moving and leave this spot.
One thing I'll say that I've seen you do 2 times now in these both replays that you've dropped your opponent is you either boost way too early or way too late when you actually drop somebody. What you should do is you should always boost about like 3 seconds before you're actually going to be in his base.
Okay.
Because your medevacs came in just chugging along. Yo, we're coming, dude. We're gonna land in a minute. Like it's so much easier to defend that.
Like I'm driving in the school zone. And shit.
yeah, exactly. You're just driving a nice steady pace. You definitely want to like speed up as you're gonna drop. And then as well, if you can, try to start definitely dropping the medevacs themselves, like the carpet drop, instead of just getting to the location and then dropping. Because every second is so important, especially when you drop like that. Like the 1 second difference of having your tank sieged or not sieged could make the difference of winning or losing that fight.
Right.
So definitely start doing that too.
Wait, say that one part again. I was mesmerized by my terrible gameplay. Go on.
Just when you drop someone, so you do the boost thing we just talked about, but then as soon as you're over droppable terrain in his base, hit drop and click the medevac itself rather than the ground, and it creates the carpet drop. Where it drops as you're moving, and then just green box as it happens. Green box move in, green box move in, green box move in every time a unit drops out, because it'll keep dropping even if you move.
That's how I can kind of stim the units like before they get out of the medevac if I want to get that early stim.
More or less, yeah. But the big one for you, especially with this, is getting your tank sieged. You just want to like make sure that tank is out ASAP to siege it, because if your opponent comes over and focus fires your tank before it's sieged, it makes that drop like 5 times less effective. Like it's way shittier if the tank gets picked off. I like that SCV train on that ghost. Oh baby! Oh my God! Into death!
Wait. Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that the other day. Oh, this is so crazy. I can't even watch.
Dude, you're gonna kill a fully loaded medevac. That was pretty good. You made up for it.
Check it out though. Check it out. Boom. Let me get that drop real quick.
Oh my God. Look at those Vikings, dude. Oh my God, put in work. And then they get out. 2 of them are gonna die probably. Oh, 1.
Oh my God.
No, for real though, like right now, this is good actually for you, as long as you don't get nuked. You're actually not letting him have a natural, and that itself is like a win. If you just don't commit to his base, but you just make sure you're mining more than he is. And that tank lived. Okay. I did not expect that. He has some strong tanks.
So just denying him. So I should be like expanding behind this like hard body right now.
Like
right?
you don't
my minerals.
You don't have to go crazy expanding. You do have a lot, but I would say don't be like throw down like 4 bases at once. Just make sure you know you have a lead. Like right now would be the perfect time to send 1 Marine around the map on both sides to make sure he doesn't have a hidden base. Because that's the only way he would not get screwed here. But if you just set up like tanks, set up your Marines, you could even do something as far as build like a few missile turrets around your tanks, which makes it harder for him to like drop into your tanks with anything or Vikings.
Wait, build like towards his base, like siege up around his base.
You could literally, yeah. Like we're talking like 2 spots. Like you could do it once where his liberators are right now, and you could do it where your army just was at his 3rd. And you could just siege and sit there, and you don't have to keep sending your whole army there. You just leave like an outpost army. Like we're talking 2 tanks, like 20 Marines and a medevac, and that's it. And that makes
it. Just let him deal with that.
Yeah, because he doesn't know exactly.
Right.
He doesn't know how much you have there. He's blind, so he's like, shit. There's stuff out there. I should probably play this safe, otherwise I'm gonna die. Because if he goes too early, he will actually die. And then you just macro a full army behind it, and then eventually, if he doesn't kill your little outpost fast enough, you just do a real push and kill him. It's like basically a soft contain is what you call it. But yeah, like he took a natural now. Even though he has a natural, it's still fine. You could just look at it now and be like, as long as he doesn't have a 3rd. I'm on 3 bases. He's on 2. I'm still winning, as long as you're macroing while everything's going on.
Right.
All right. Looking at your build. All right. I like how organized your depots are. That is very lined up. That looks great.
I'm not producing shit at him.
Something that's interesting is I used to actually play Brood War like this. Like I would spend way longer building my base, especially when I was Terran. I would be like, let's line up every depot because I want to make sure I have enough build room to put everything down. But realistically, I learned like later on, it's such a time investment if you try to build everything so proper. Like it's like your barracks are all lined up, your other barracks are lined up, your engineering bays, your armories are lined up. Like everything has like linear lines, and it's not necessarily that it's a bad thing, but it's one of those things where if you just do it quick, you just like you don't give it. It's just sloppy. Just it's like throwing paint at the wall. Like put it down, we're good, and then you just save yourself so much time to do other shit too.
Oh god,
that's something I would recommend if it's taking you a lot of time. I see the pull. No one dies, dude. Just a mule. Or it actually just expired before that.
Nukes are underpowered, bro. We need a,
Yeah, it should be like twice the size.
Too big.
Oh, okay. You wanna? Let's just make it invisible. No one even knows where it is.
Right.
That sounds good to me.
No, but see, like obviously in this situation, I have way too many medevacs. Going up against this composition, right? Because he has tanks.
Yeah. You could. Here's the thing. You could have this many medevacs, but the only reason why it makes sense that you would is if you're dropping him. If you want to go medevac style, you need to drop. If you're the guy who just goes medevac style to do big pushes, it's bad. Big pushes definitely corresponds with Viking play more than medevac play. But you still do always want 1 or 2 just to heal up the Stimpak.
Right.
Because the thing about it is actually if you Stimpak a Marine and you don't...
Oh, God. Oh, watch this.
No, it looks good. I approve, dude. I approve. That was a good attack. He only had 3 takes and nothing guarding it. But if you actually have a Marine that gets Stimpaks and it does not get healed at all, a tank will actually one-shot it instead of 2-shot it. So having a couple medevacs is not bad. But the only reason why having a lot of medevacs is bad is because when you get a lot of tanks, since there's splash damage... One tank splashing one Marine and then another tank shooting that Marine that was splashed, it will always one-shot it. So that's when, if there's a lot of tanks, like we're talking like 150, 200 supply, medevacs honestly don't matter at all anymore. Unless it's like the fight's already over and you're just healing up for the next one. But yeah, like against like a couple tanks, like 1 or 2, like 1 or 2 medevacs definitely makes a huge difference. But yeah, like I also don't be afraid either. I like that you're building shit in your natural, but don't be afraid to build shit everywhere. Like your 3rd, at your 4th, like 2 or 3 racks. Just literally do it.
Anywhere and then just add it to the control group and then
yeah, because
it dies.
the big thing for you that you should worry about is you should worry. I think the biggest thing you should actually focus on, especially the way you're playing right now, is you should focus on zoning. Like last time we talked about it, we talked about maintaining drops and like making them last, and multi-prong harassment. Like the more you keep them alive, the more pressure it puts on them, even indirectly when you're not actually attacking them, because they have to worry about a future attack that's going to come. But now I think you should worry about not only that, keep that going, but worry about actually learning how to contain your opponent, and less emphasis on your base in terms of like organization and shit like that. Just quickly do things at your base and just move on, but worry more about containing him in his base and making him do things like, oh, we killed his third. Don't commit further. Just sit here until I replace what just died for me, and then I make sure I have like a fat supply lead, and then I go further to always give myself the maximum advantage I can have. And you just contain, you contain, you just kill, contain, kill, contain, kill, contain, over and over. You don't kill and then try to push and kill, because you're gonna push your army to death every time you do that.
Right.
Just work on killing and containing, and then once you have another real push ready, push, contain.
Mm-hmm.
And then one thing you should do too that's going to make this really crazy is literally, I'm not even kidding, like bring like 1 or 2 SCVs once you have that contain going, and do things like start building sensor towers around your opponent's base when you know you have the contain established. So, and like maybe a couple turrets. So you can be like,
that's awesome.
So you can be like, all right, you're going down the bottom, he's going around the top, and you don't even have to send your whole army at it. Just be like, I see 2 dots on the bottom of the map. Let's send like 20 Marines at it. And you stem it and you just kill it.
That's awesome. I saw you doing that with the sensor towers. I was like, wait a minute, my man is literally just putting sensor towers. You see, it's great. It's almost like you use the sensor towers as like creep.
Yeah, exactly.
In a way.
Yep.
Right. You don't really know what's there, but you can always scan.
Exactly. And you can also, here's the thing too that gets really crazy. You can tell what it is by how fast the dot moves. So if the dot's moving like at a nice steady pace, it's either a slow, or it's either like a medevac that's not boosted, or it's a Viking, because Vikings and medevacs have very similar speeds when they're not in boost mode. But if you see a dot just fucking cruising down there, you're like, that's most likely a speed of medevac. If it's going pretty fast, it might be like a Banshee with speed. If it's going really slow, it's probably a battlecruiser. Things like that, you know. If it, and a Liberator, a Viking, and a slow medevac are all kind of questionable. But then you can kind of also see the amounts of things. If it's like 1 dot or 2 dots, it most likely, I feel like most of the time is going to be like a medevac. If it's like 5 or 6 dots, it's more likely maybe going to be more in the Viking territory, or again maybe medevac. Just stuff like it doesn't have to be perfect, but you can kind of assume what it is. Dude, this game.
Yeah. So when my opponents don't GG, I make sure that I finish their whole bases.
I like that, dude. It's principle. And then you fucking dance. We've claimed it. Party time, boys.
Oh man, bro. It's
dance on his grave.
He's not even there, bro. Just flexing on him.
Now, what you need to do as well is bring like 3 SCVs over and just spray the ground with tattoos.
Oh, right. Yeah, I gotta start doing that.
Oh,
all right. No, that's shit. So that particular build, what do you think? Like something I should just keep working on?
I think honestly,
I should do something else.
I think you would actually like the build opener that I did actually in the last game I played. Oh, that your stream.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Okay.
One thing for sure is like I think like when I restarted playing, just splashing in those tanks for me, I don't mind it. I like splashing the tanks because like I can't just be only bio. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I just get like slaughtered by shit.
So the build that I do, it's this build. It will honestly take you all the way to GM. If you
no, it won't.
Yes, it will.
You tell that to all the girls.
No, dude, the sky is the limit with this thing. In TvT, this is your one-stop shop to GM territory.
In TvT, but
in TvT.
Okay, so my question is this: so this doesn't really work. This doesn't work. TvP, TvZ.
Not as good, no.
Oh, dude.
You're gonna have to accept that you're gonna have to learn more builds as you go higher, though.
Okay, but this is a good TvT opener.
This is an amazing TvT opener, yeah. I wouldn't say it's like gonna beat everything. There are definitely things that can still kill it, but it is by far a very well-rounded build that has a lot of stability and like it just has. Also, it has good range of like being harassing if you realize your opponent's being way too greedy. So if you see your opponent doing shit like, I'm going gasless and I'm just going to go for a natural really fast, you could be like, all right, well, I'm going to Reaper you and Hillian you. And then it goes into Marine Tank and stuff.
I think I've made like, I could probably count on 2 hands the amount of Hellions I've made in my career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't make a lot with this. You do make a couple, but you definitely don't make a lot. It's not all game or anything like that. But you see like how right here, I'm building my depot and my barracks. I lift the depot up 1 pixel, so it's not actually at the cliff. I think
that's the pixel.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I was like, as soon as I said it, I was like, okay, that's what they're talking about.
You lift your.
Yeah, I don't mean like lift the building off like the ability. I just meant like I don't build it right in the corner. I go up into the right one, so I connect it to a point where the Reaper can no longer jump on the right side of it.
Gotcha.
Because if I built it right where those little arrows are, down one, the Reaper could jump on the right side of it and just get in the base anyways. And then it could still get in the base if I built a depot right above that because it would be corner to corner. And if you block in StarCraft 2 corner to corner instead of overlapping it all, units that are small like a Marine, a Reaper, a Zergling, or a Probe, they can fit through that corner to corner block. That's why like when people have like that hole in their wall, they don't realize it and Lings flood in their base. They're like, oh shit, okay. I didn't wall correctly.
So the depot you have down, you don't just put it up, or does
I only put it down to get my Reaper out of my base. Or actually, sorry, I put it down because my SCV was going to get stuck when he built it there, and I wanted him to not get stuck. So
you put it back up.
I will put it back up. Yeah, it'll always stay up as soon as I put it back up. And
you see that he walled you off, so you're like, okay, this guy's up to some shit.
Yeah, I actually saw. Here's the thing, if you look at my vision, I saw he had a factory. And I looked at the health of the building so I could see the build timer of it. And I could see that this factory was at like 80% or like 75% of the way done. And my factory, because we're doing the...
What do you mean the health?
So do you play with health bars on always? I don't know if you do.
I don't.
Dude, you don't. Hold on. You don't. You have to change it right now. That's going to change your fucking life. I'm not even kidding.
Make so many... No, but the thing is this. I used to always play with health bars on.
Dude, I'll turn it back on right now. It's so always.
I play with damage.
Do not do that.
But now I realize it's important because you can actually get the build timer.
People told me as well that like when I was starting Bronze GM, they were like, "Why do you play with always on? That's annoying. You should play with damaged because it still gives you the same information." But it really doesn't because you get so many more things. Like you can see energy bars of units, you can see build times of things, you can see, you can also count units off of health bars instead of just looking at the graphic of the unit. You can look at that graphic of the health bar, and then you see what it is made of. Like, oh, there's a lot of Marines there, but there's like 30 health bars. It looks like it's way easier to gauge what it is or how many there are.
Damn, bro.
And
chat's so happy. Chat's like this. Ceez, told you, bro.
And yo, check this out. This is even crazier. This is one that's.
Where do I go to change that?
Let me tell you one more thing, and I'll tell you where to do it. This is actually like this is probably the biggest one out of all of them, and this is something you struggle with. If you actually have, like a detector maybe, or like you scan his base, you can see secondary health bars behind buildings if somebody hides widow mines. So you can see a fucking widow mine that you cannot actually see because it's behind the gas, like the tip of the gas. I don't know if anyone's done that to you yet, but you can see a health bar below the health bar of the gas, like a tinier one.
Motherfuckers be hiding there.
Yeah, no, they do.
Behind
yeah, they do. I'm not even kidding, dude. They like actually plant shit where the graphic of the building will cover it.
I love it.
All right. So what you do is you go to options, you go to gameplay, and then in top right, put it show unit life bars on always, and that's it.
All right, let's do it.
I'm
an always guy now.
So good. And now you can see. Or go ahead.
Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, you're backing up a little bit. I'm just gonna get your vision.
Yeah.
Let me see what you see. I'm holding V on you.
So now right there.
I can, dude.
This can.
That's why I need to play with.
Dude, it's amazing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can see his building is at this point right now. It's halfway done. My factory hasn't even started yet, and even though even though I can't get in his base, I already know he's double gas, because it is impossible to have a factory this fast without double gas. So I already. And then that's the exact thing I said after this in the game we played earlier was. Automatically, I go, okay, guys, we're now going to be in a defensive position because I have the economy advantage. He has the tech advantage. So there's no reason why I should be attacking. because all I have to do now is guard my SCVs, guard my economy, and we're ahead. That's how this game develops at this point now, and it's been confirmed basically. And I don't necessarily know what it's going to be. I'll figure that out in a minute, but I know it is at least going to be it's going to be tech related, so it's going to be aggressive.
Right. And look at that right behind you. He has his Reaper right behind you.
Yep.
Hawking you. Go, SCV, go.
And then we send ours out for a second, but we're now, like, we can't get attacked on the Reaper on the high ground because we have the depot and the barracks. So we just plant our units on the ramp at the low ground, and now we always get an advantage every time the fight happens, which is what happens here in just a second.
Because he can't go up, so he's going to take damage. Now, you don't want to get a little bit closer to the edge of that ramp?
You can, but the only reason why I haven't done it yet is because I don't actually have my Hellion yet. And
right.
I know his factory is super fast, so I know that if he actually has, if he's got the idea that he's going to do what I'm doing, which is the Hellion Reaper opener, the further forward I commit, the more likely my Reapers will die if I go too far, because I'll never win the fight if he has a Hellion faster than I do like this. Like it's close. It's actually really close. Like my Hellion's actually spawning right now, as his has already drove across the entire map. But if my Hellions were there on the ramp with these guys, I would have them closer to the tip. But it's just, I don't want to commit them too far before I'm ready for that yet. Because right now I can at least run back up the cliff if I need to. He comes forward. He has more than me at first, but I still got the first shot. So I hit the Hellion 2 times, and then he shot after. And now we're just trying to like micro the Reaper a little bit. We pull one Reaper back.
Right.
We pull a second Reaper back. We lose one. But now we do the same exact thing on the second ramp where we abuse line of sight. So we don't just stand out there. So now if we look at his vision, he can't actually see me. He just wants to go up the ramp now. So I'm going to once again get first shot. And then we throw a grenade. It actually fucks up his AI a little bit. And then we actually trade where we lose 1 Reaper, 1 Hellion. He loses 2 Reapers, and he has a weakened Hellion. It's kind of like a reset. But a reset is amazing for the guy who goes expansion first, because his natural is not even done. It's almost done, but we already have ours mining, and it's already in orbital. So we're definitely... That's why we have the nice fat economy lead already, or the supply lead. And then we're going to make a bunker, because... The reason why is because we actually lost... We traded, like we just said. We lost units, so we don't actually have... like if our opponent wants to keep making Reapers and Hellions, which some people do that, if I microed it well and I positioned well and I didn't lose anything, I wouldn't need to make a bunker because I would feel safe on the ramp still. But because I lost so much, and I'm also transitioning into a reactor on the barracks, tech lab on the starport in the factory, I have this like period of time where I'm building add-ons and not units, and that bunker is going to like cover that time where if he's still aggressive, I don't get fucked. So that's, just being extra safe. After 1-1-1, we're going to go into a 3rd command center. We're going to just max out production on 1-1-1. Because 3rd command center is like always probably the most important thing you can do in for Terran in general. If you don't plan on doing like a 2-base all-in, always try to get at your 3rd CC as soon as as soon as that starport's done. Don't add on production until you make a 3rd CC. Unless you're being like massively all-in or some shit like that. But 3rd CC is huge. It's massive. So we take the 3rd CC. And now here's the trick, okay? This is where this build gets a little crazy. And people can kind of lose it. But if you have any questions, feel free to stop me and ask as well. But right now, what we did is the idea is you build 3 Reapers. You build 2 Hellions. You don't build an add-on before you do that. So 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion, and you make the starport with it. What's going to happen is the pacing of the starport is it's going to finish when your factory is done with its 2nd Hellion, and you're going to build double tech labs at the same time. Your 3 Reapers are going to finish, and you're going to build a reactor on your barracks. You're going to then make Marines nonstop while you make a Cyclone and a Raven, and the reason why these are important is because it shuts down every single tech build that can harass you, like a battlecruiser build, a Banshee build, a fast drop build. All these builds get shit on by Raven Banshee. Or, I mean, sorry, by Raven Cyclone. So that makes you super safe. And then the Marines are just buffer. They just add DPS. But the second your Raven is done, you lift off the starport and you lift off the barracks. And that tech lab now is now going to become a Stimpack tech lab. And the reactor on the barracks is going to become a Viking producer with a couple of medevacs.
Right.
So this is, and then now you just add on more barracks, add on more barracks, add on more barracks, and that's it. And then you add on, this is also when you add on like depots, or I mean engineering bays, and then obviously depots. But the liftoff, like the transfer, is the confusing part for a lot of people. But just now, it's the build is going to flow great. We have the Raven for, if we don't get like harassed, we can use it as like a tank disabler with the interference matrix ability. And if we do get attacked, we have like detection. So now, especially like Banshees do nothing. Like, how often do you get attacked by Banshees? Does it happen a lot?
Nah.
No? Okay.
Not at all.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, no, I get attacked sometimes, but yeah, not that much. I'm looking at the your control groups. So, what do you typically do with your army?
So I put everything goes on 1 except for the Raven, and the way you can the super easy way you can do that is you can just be like select all army, control 1, and then just click the Raven by itself, and either in the control group or on the screen, and just hit like Alt 2 or Alt 3. And the reason why I do this is because if you leave the Raven in 1, you have to always be like 1 tab stim tab siege tank. So there's a lot of tabbing going on in that, and the big one is the stim. I feel like it's annoying just to be like 1 tab stim, because
it is.
Yeah, I just don't like it. So I put Raven by itself to avoid that.
And with tanks, you do you stim. Wait. So what do? You tab siege?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I actually do. I do that. And the reason why I do that is because it's less panicky. I feel like, because if something's happening that's I need to react to it quickly and get there now, I can be like 1 stim go. And then I'm going to that location now, and that's fine. And then as soon as I get there, I can just easily tell my tanks either by tabbing to them or physically selecting them with my mouse to siege. Whereas if I'm, so let's say if I'm going somewhere, but if I'm reacting to something attacking me immediately, I can just be like 1 stim again, and then I can make a choice to either then run away and do whatever I want so I don't have to siege immediately, or I can make the choice to siege immediately if it looks like it's going to be a good idea. But the main reason why I leave tanks in my group with Marines is because they always stay organized. Because a Marine walks faster than a tank, so tanks are always going to be in the back, and also their tanks are never going to be like way the fuck off by themselves. Where it's like, shit, well, we left our tanks over there, and that sucks.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
No, that's good. And then with the what was I gonna say? Okay, cool. Oh, but so how do you have it so that your Raven follows your army? You just like attack move like one of your units and it just follows it?
Yeah, you can. Well, you would just right click a unit if you want to. That's fine. Like right click a tank or right click a medevac, even better, or something like that.
And then when you hit 1, you move. It goes wherever. Wherever.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
The Raven would follow forever, and then you could just once you need to use it, you could just use the Raven in its own group.
Yeah, I start to get I start to get real like overwhelmed, and I'm like, oh my god, I got all this shit I got to manage.
Yeah.
You know?
But so far, like the build so far, do you like it or no?
No, I do. Yeah, you see, with me, this is how I am. So like that build that I just showed you now.
Sure.
I don't know. It's just the way I learn things. Like, I literally like the very first thing I like to do with a build is I like to have the exact build order and the fastest way it could possibly be done with no harass, and I understand that that's not realistic, but I literally just do that just because like I just want to understand it. I want to learn it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a quota.
What's that?
It's like a quota for you. Like it's like something you could hit if you do it perfectly.
Right. And for me, it's just like it's very like I enjoy that part of the game. Just like it's like almost a little mini game. It's like, oh, okay, I did this build in this amount of time. Oh shit, but look, I'm doing it better now. And then I introduce the AI to it, and then I start to deal with annoying shit. And then I tell the AI to do multiple things like economic build, rush build, aggressive. And then once I feel comfortable, then I'll go try it against other players. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I literally did that with that build that I showed you today. And when I first started, it was super sloppy, right? I was doing the build at like 6 minutes and 30 seconds. But like after doing it through repetition, I got real comfortable with it. And then while dealing with harass, I'm just doing the build. Like you know what I mean?
I have an idea that you might like, maybe. I don't know. It's an interesting idea. Like, what if I watch you play against an AI right now and I tell you exactly what to do with the build, and then I make you get it to where you feel comfortable executing this. Like you just feel like, oh yeah, okay, this is the time to do this. This is the time to do that. and I just like walk you through it basically. Would that sound interesting?
Yeah. I mean, typically how I learn the build is like I use that build order thing. I love it, like with the prong, like with the audio cue.
Okay.
Because like if I do it the way you suggested that we do it now, I'm gonna rely on my memory, and I got boomer memory. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not
Okay.
gonna
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
So I just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's so. So for me, it's just having that little build order thing, and I don't always use it every game. Like once I got the build down, I got it down. It's built into muscle memory. I understand it. I know exactly how to do it. With your build, I remember the first one that you showed me, the medevac. How did we do that one?
What I can do, here's what I can do. This is something we could do actually right now, and
Okay.
this would go the way you want to go with it.
Okay.
So what I could do is I could do this again right now, like against an AI, for instance, and I could do it like as like ballin' as I can, like as good as I can do it, and then I'll do it up to the third command center, or like up to like your initial stage of the build, like when you're ready to take your third, and then
I've learned so much
we'll
from you.
break it down.
Thank you.
And we'll just write down the
Greetings
exact
from
numbers of
Bulgaria.
everything. We'll be like, okay, at this supply you build this, at this supply you build this, at this supply you build this.
Beautiful. That's what I like. Yeah, bro. You know what I did last time? It was so funny because just remembered exactly how I did it. So for both chats, for the vibers and the viewage, this is what happened.
Yo, Simo, thank you for the
He showed
5,
me
man.
this bio build
Much
that
love,
he wanted
man.
me to do, and he went in up against AI, and I was spectating it. All right, so I had the file, right? I had it saved, so I saw the entire build, and then what I did was I recorded it later on by myself off stream, and then I said and I did a voiceover. I was like, okay, at 13 supply, he does it. So that's what I did, dude. I made my own little thing, and then what I would do is I would hit play on the video and then play in the game at the same time. So
That's nice. That's actually cool.
I need that, bro. I need that, like, man.
right.
I need that instruction. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm down to do it that way.
Let's do this. Leave that. I'll host a game and I'll invite you to it, and then we'll get this build cranked out. This build, seriously though, for TvT, this is like your amazing build. It's gonna be a build that takes you.
Bro, I'm ready. You know what I'm ready for? I'm 100% ready for the TvT build. I'm 100% ready for the, you know, the TvZ and the TvP. Like I'm ready to learn 3 builds. 100%.
All right now.
Well, not all right now, but like I mean, right now I think today we focus on TvT.
Sure.
Maybe tomorrow we'll focus on.
Okay.
Or like whenever you want.
Yeah, no, I'm down, dude. Let's. I'm easy going. Let's do it. We can do it tomorrow or something.
So wait, there we go. Yo, give me 1 second, brother.
Sure. Oh, baby. I legit thought about doing the exact same thing for your B2GM guides. That's cool, yeah. No, I could, like, you start a game when I start a game. That's actually like a good idea. The only reason why that makes it kind of hard though, where other times it actually makes more sense, is because not every game is the same in StarCraft. Like your opponents won't always do the same shit. It works out better. Like the way I can compare it is like, if you watch like a workout video, you're not competing against anything. It's just like you're doing the routine. It's always going to be the same if you do it the same way. There's no way to force the game to be the same in StarCraft, so it's hard to do that in this game. But yeah, I got you though. Like it does, there is merit to it. It does make sense to a point. Like it helps you. I feel like it helps you like just condition yourself to the build.
Thank you.
Boys.
All right, my dude. Yo, how you feeling? What are the energy levels looking like?
I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling pretty hungry.
Do you drink coffee?
I do not. It's all off my own energy.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Respect it.
I
You
do
don't
like,
drink tea or nothing?
I do like no. I literally just drink water.
Good. That's real good.
Yeah.
So do I. I just drink like flavored water, like coffee flavored water.
Oh damn, dude, that sounds disgusting.
No, it's coffee.
I know.
All right, bro. I'm ready. So okay, what was our plan? Okay, you're gonna nail this build right now.
I'm gonna nail it. Yeah.
Nail it.
I'm gonna
you
fucking
gotta
nail it.
need him. That's gonna be too much pressure.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking about putting him on easy, but I was like, no.
Way to put it on easy. It's gonna mess up the
No.
build by a couple
I
milliseconds.
don't want to look too bad here. I don't want to make it look like it's only for easy players, like easy AI. All right, look at that. Look at that. Did you see that? Do you see that? Like the split of the SCVs? That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Now do you see the stacking of the SCVs on close patches?
Mm-hmm.
Now there's one patch that hasn't been stacked yet, and it's the very middle one, and we're good. Send one SCV to our wall, stack that close patch, build that depot.
How many SCVs? Well, you still got this one SCV on this. Oh, hey, I don't want to distract you. Just do your thing.
No, it's okay.
Oh, look at you, kid.
Look at that, dude.
Look what you're doing over here.
Yep, this is where you build it on this map.
It looks like you need 3 things over here, right? Because this looks pretty long.
Never 3 SCVs. It'll make it less than like a 100% efficiency if you do 3 on one patch.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking about the
oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. You need a second depot.
Oh, man. I love it already. Okay, I see you with the scout.
Yeah, we gotta get a read on if we want to put our command center on the high or the low ground, and see if he opens up double gas or single gas. That's the only things we really care about.
So, what is the instance in which you want to put it if you're getting proxy?
If you get all in or if something really aggressive is coming, then high ground, and you can make a bunker. If it's standard or it's tech heavy, you don't have to high ground it. You can low ground it. So aggressive, defensive. You play defensive. If it's not aggressive, you can take it as is normal.
Mm-hmm. And then your next depot you're gonna put right alongside over here.
Yeah, it's the side of the barracks again.
Oh man! And what time does the early Reaper normally hit?
Same time as mine. Like even if it was proxied. So like I guess running across the map for the Reaper takes probably like 20 seconds. So if mine spawns at 207, 208, 227, 228.
Mm-hmm.
And there will be the second depot, and now there's nothing that can get up there. We can start our second gas when we start our second depot, and we can make our factory right now.
Oh my god, I'm just thinking about how triggered like a blind all-in Reaper rusher is going to be when he tries to come with his little 4 Reapers.
Exactly, and
block.
If he actually was doing that to you, the perfect place to put a bunker on this map would be like right there. Or if you look at my SCV that's walking around my base, put it like right there. I don't want to actually build it because it'll take a lot of resources.
Right.
But you would put it like between the Reaper jump spot on the right and the ramp. That way you could hit the Reapers on either side. Alright, so you make 3 Reapers, and then you make a reactor. You make 2 Hellions, and then you make a tech lab. And you make a starport immediately after the factory's done.
Mm-hmm. Look at that timing.
Yep, I was like exactly at 0 gas, yeah.
Love it. You know what, man? I'm already happy that I'm playing with all health bars on.
Yeah, no, it's huge. I am happy for you. It's gonna change your life on this game, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's huge, dude. It's so big.
Oh man, just hit me with the like, bro. I'm so glad you found the right one. I'm very happy for you. Holy shit, that was great.
And then now we make double tech lab on starport and factory.
Nice.
And then we're chilling here with like Reaper Hellion. You can be aggressive with this if they look like they're gonna be really greedy, or you can be defensive with it.
Wait, do they have the same speed? These 2 units?
No. Hellions are a little faster.
Okay.
And then you would make your Raven, and you'll start your Cyclone in just a sec. Keep making Marines. Kill that SCV. Yeah, kill that shit. And now we're gonna start our 3rd command center. This is when you start your 3rd command center, right after you make Raven and Cyclone. And now we just 3rd CC it up. And now you can take double gases at your natural. And you can also actually I kind of did just make a mistake there. Don't actually do that. I apologize. There's one thing I missed before that. So I'm like a little distracted here talking about it while we're doing it, but you make 2 barracks, you make an engineering bay, and then you make 2 gases. That's what you would actually do.
Right.
And then now that the Raven's out, you lift off barracks, swap the barracks and starport, and now you start making tank marine medevac. And now you're good. Now,
do you not want to build your production facilities close to each other in this case, or you just didn't do it for whatever reason?
You can, but if you leave little gaps like that, it creates these holes where your units can walk through, and you can defend drops easier. So if you like literally stick shit together, you have to run around these walls in your base. You can create like a Tetris block in your base for yourself that your opponent can abuse against you sometimes. And our command center is going to finish, which is going to give us supply. And yeah, we're going into reactors on the new barrack, like reactors non-stop now every time. And we're just going into biotank basically with air support. We can go into a weapon upgrade on the engineering bay. Now at this point we can start with as soon as we start that upgrade, we can start a second engineering bay and an armory, just to make this super simple. So we can like write it down in the order. So it's nothing like vague. Lift off, take our third command center at our third, and as soon as we actually lift off our third command center, we take 2 more racks. And again, we'll break this down in just a second too to make sure we have all the timers down the way that you're talking about. Transfer our SCVs to our third. Drop some mules on our third because it's a fresh base. We can start armor now that our engineering base is done.
Oh, you okay? Got you.
Yeah, for the second. Lower the depots too every once in a while. Like if you build like this too, just always lower the depots when you get a second in your main base, like around the mineral line, so you don't get shit trapped back there. As the second the armory's done, if you can, as soon as you see it, make a weapon upgrade for tanks, and just try to keep upkeeping your production line as much as you can. And then give right around like 100 supply. Look at your tech lab to start combat shield. Because that's about the timer you'll be at, roughly. Or like 7 minutes for the next one.
Is that right when Stim finished, or you kind of waited a little?
No, it was right after it finished. And then now
Stim finishes, then combat shields.
Yep. And then we're gonna. Oh, he's here. So grab our army and just A-move it. And then we would start another command center because our third is fully saturated, and we already started the 2 more racks. But now the second you have some extra money, we'll write down the supply again, I guess. It's going to change maybe a little bit because we got attacked by the AI. But the second you have money now after you make the command center, you would take another 2 racks. Like you literally take 2 more racks every time you expand. And when it's your 4th base too, this will be the only time we do this. You not only take 2 racks, but you also take a factory, like a second factory. Because you want to have crazy tank production.
I like it.
And we're just keeping the production rolling as much as we can. We're definitely kind of pushing it to the limit here. Like mules definitely are going to be the only thing that makes us like actually hit the timers properly. And take a couple more depots. You can start level 2 armor. So like the upgrades, it's really going to be up to you to just remember to do it. Just keep frequently checking it. We can write it down in the build order too, just to really like get a supply number in there for you. But
yo, do you know how to use the or does anyone in your chat or anybody in my chat know how to how to incorporate, like, let's say one of your builds in the build order build device with it?
I've never used it.
Oh, bro, that'd be amazing. I bet you we can nail that shit.
Because what I was gonna do, like if someone can do it, that's awesome. What I was gonna do is I was gonna watch this replay and write down supplies of everything I do in a notepad, like, and just do it in like a spaced out way where it looks easy to read. But if we could do that, I'm sure that if that's where ultimately it's gonna end up, that would be great if we could just skip that step, I guess, and go right there.
Yeah, I mean, I could try to try to dabble with it.
And then now literally we're done. We're like maxing out right before 10 minutes. And yeah. And then see how like when we take our next command center again, we start 2 more racks. Like every time we take a command center, we take 2 more racks every single time. Do this until you have like at least 16 barracks.
On the fourth, you take 2 more and a.
Yeah, when your third's fully saturated and you start like your 4th base going down already, that's when you take 2 more racks and a factory. But other than that, always just take 2 racks, 2 racks, 2 racks every time after and before. So like when we had our main 1-1-1, we took our natural. That was 1-1, and then we took our third. When we took our 3rd base, it was 2 more racks. When we took our 4th base, it was 2 more racks and a factory. 5th base, 2 more racks. 6th base, 2 more racks. It's just always gonna be 2 more racks, except for the very first time, because the first time is 1-1-1.
Now, if you lose your Raven, then you just do a quick swap.
I never make it again. You just use it till it dies. And if it dies, you're like, well, shit, no, it's gone.
Because then you just got scans.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Raven is for what?
It's for disables. It's for disables. And maybe auto turrets in certain situations. Like if the bio's already down or something and you need some help putting some auto turrets down, that's great. But it's really good because it can disable 2 tanks. And if your opponent pushes you with like 3 tanks, you can disable 2/3 of that and just stim it down and kill it. It's actually insanely good at early game tank control.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, that's so what we're going to do now is rewind. I don't know if it kicks you out of the game. Does it kick you out of the game when I do that?
I can hit rewind on my end.
Let's just leave it, and I'll re-invite you to it because I think you're out of my game. And then we'll do it this way.
Bro, every time you play with these skins, bro, I literally get
yeah.
God. That cell shade is so sick.
All right, so I'm gonna try this out and see if you like it.
Oh, you're gonna like.
I'll write it down. I'll literally write it down for you, and you can just.
Man, you're spoiling me today, ViBE.
You can just read it, and you can even like record it and read it, and be like, 17, 2 depots, or some shit.
No, I already know, bro. I'm gonna try to put it in.
Okay.
I'm gonna get either myself or somebody in my chat to help me.
Okay. Okay. TvT build. Jesus, my caps lock is on. Constant SCV production.
Right.
And then now we're gonna write down numbers. So first things first is we should do 14 depot.
Oh, it's not 13 depot?
No, man. Well, yeah, you're at 14 supply when you throw it down. Is that,
right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, is that how? Is that because normally the first depots in a lot of builds are 13? It says.
Okay. Well, so they're. We can you're going to be at 14 because your SCV has started. Right. But 13 depots, that's fine. Like at 13 or 14 depot, it's the same exact thing. It's just because the SCV is in production, more or less.
Gotcha.
Because they're probably saying like your 13th SCV built a depot, which is what's happening. But I'll leave it as 13. It's all good. I'm gonna say, and then now this one. Actually, it's gonna make it confusing. If I do it, I'll just do it this way and see if you like it.
No, do your way. Do your way.
So 14 depot, because it's the supply you're at when it goes down. 14 depot, 16 racks. And then 16 also, 16 SCV scout. And then I missed one, 15 gas. So gas goes down before barracks.
Right.
20 command center. And then do you want me to write down so I'm doing the buildings for you as well, but do you want me to write down the supplies that we're at when we make our units as well, like supply you're at when you make a Reaper? I guess, yeah, we should. Let's do it.
Yeah, you might as well just throw it in there. Because what I want to do with this is like, what I want to do with this is I want to put it in a. I'm gonna try to put it in the build order generator so I can get the audio queue thing going on.
Yeah.
And then I'll just make sure I credit like vibes. I'll just put it like vibes TvT build.
Oh
or something like that.
God, thank you, man. I appreciate that. You're always crediting me a lot. You're fucking awesome, dude.
Always. Gotta respect the originators, man. Too much. A lot of people be taking credit for shit that they don't do.
For sure.
It's a little cringe.
Yeah. All right.
Is this your build though? Like, is this something that you just kind of came up with?
No, this is I didn't make this myself. This is just a common. It's like the meta of TvT right now.
I wonder, dude. I wonder if it already exists on that build order thing. I bet you it does.
It might.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then 22 gas and depot number 2. And 22 factory. And then 25 Reaper. We're getting there. We're already 3 minutes through it. It's coming along. It's coming along.
Somebody just made a ViBE Bronze the GM TvT Gold 2 Game 1 copy. So somebody's already doing it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some guy named I'm Lubko.
Okay.
Like, this is one of your builds that you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep focusing on your thing. My bad. I don't mean
No, you're all good. You're all good.
Command center upgraded. Ready to raid? SCV ready.
Shit. I missed one spot. I gotta go back and get it. Du-du-du.
Command center upgraded. Ready to raid? SCV ready. Operation. Add-on constructed.
My man is focused.
Yeah. We're all right. 4 minutes in already. It's getting a little bit more shit to write down now, but we're definitely nailing it down right now.
A viewer wants to know, a viewer by the name of Alan Warner Jr. says, can you ask ViBE how many silvers he think he could take
How many silvers I can take?
at one time?
Oh, probably 10. No.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, probably like 3 or 4. It depends.
Silvers don't work or rush you. I think you could probably take 4. I think.
Probably 4, yeah, sure.
If you're Zerg.
Yeah.
Or Terran. What would be a better ratio?
I don't know. Like I'm definitely not as good with Terran. My Protoss could probably do a decent amount. I can micro really well with Protoss. Probably, I would say somewhere between 3 and 4. 5 is pushing it a little bit, depending on, what they do. If they all do some Ling rush or some shit, I'd probably die.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 3 or 4 would be my guess.
We got to put it to the test one day. We'll have some fun with it.
I'm down, dude. That actually sounds that is actually a lot of fun. The one I did a long time ago, like 5 years ago, is I did 2 diamonds at once, and I actually beat 2 diamonds at once. But this was like 5 years ago.
Damn, that's cool though. That's pretty impressive.
Like one of them tried to macro, and one of them tried to all in, and I killed the all inner, and then I just beat the guy while being a little bit behind in a macro game.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny because the guy who was macroing was getting so much pressure from the guy who already died with that all in. He's like, "You can do it. What are you doing?" It was hilarious.
Like not even realizing, but just like making matters worse. For
Yeah. It was pretty good. All right. Shit, I missed the 2 Marines one too as well. One sec. Like I gotta keep writing down the Marine one. I keep missing that one.
Constructed. Add-on operational. Add-on.
Okay, and we're at 46. Okay.
And this game ages like a fine wine, brother.
Dude, this game is it's on it. StarCraft is a really good game. It's just
I mean,
like
even if you look at it now, bro, like you look at it, it's like there's nothing that screams, oh yeah, this was definitely made 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like it's so up to date.
Yeah.
Still. Like
Agreed.
they've obviously had like some graphics like updates since the game launched, 100%, right?
When it comes like the very initial like beta, definitely. From Wings of Liberty though, a lot of it's similar. They just added skins to it though, which the skins definitely make it look a lot sexier, for sure.
Yeah.
And they've added in like more new like tile sets and stuff like where the ground is. So they've added more to it for sure. A lot of the core graphics though are pretty much the same though, if you use like defaults.
Mm-hmm.
But it still looks really good. Okay, yeah, and then also 57 engineering bay. Okay, we are 5 minutes in. We gotta go to 10 minutes and we're good.
All right. Damn, nice. I got a new build to practice.
Yeah, this build's it's yeah, you're gonna love it, man. You're gonna be like,
and then once I get the build down, then it's just kind of like just getting the fights down, and then once I get that down, I'm GM.
yeah.
So next thing you know, we're getting a house in Korea.
yeah.
Man.
Systems go. SCV ready.
Okay, and then this is around 68. Okay, so I'm gonna add like a little clause here in this, and tell me if this makes sense to you, if it seems okay. So I gave you a build order that takes you all the way up to 68 supply, but now at this stage, instead of writing down every single supply, I want to make every single unit like 64 1 Marine, 72 1 Marine, 74 2 Marines. I just say at 68, you start Marine, constant Marine siege tank, and it's actually Viking production You just like non-stop make it now. You never change your
Yeah,
units.
no, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I get that.
Okay. And then I'll still give you numbers for like additional buildings at this point. But your units always stay like that though from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Command center.
All right, 75. Oops. Okay.
Upgraded.
Ready for dust off.
Add-on constructed.
We gotta get our boy ViBE LOL a voice pack in the game.
Yeah, that'd be sick, man. I'd be totally down if that ever happened. People were like, "What would you say?" Don't forget to macro. Just macro. Are you macroing? You need a macro. 5SD.
Like, yo, no, imagine be like, great push. Are you macroing behind it?
All right. That's really good. Are you macroing behind it? Okay, almost done. We're like 6:30 at this point for build.
New technology. Go, go, go! SCV ready. Gangway. Coming. Ready to plunder.
Okay, and then fourth base at 115 as well. Or fourth base.
Go, go, go! Ready to plunder. Add-on. Upgrade. Completed.
Yo, thank you for the sub. Wolf, what up, dude? Thank you so much, man. Yo, yo, what up, bro? Welcome, dude. Welcome back, Wolf. How's the streams been going? All right, almost there. We got like a minute left of the build.
Respawn. Upgraded.
you want the good or the bad news? Either one, whatever you want to share. Yo, Psyducks, thank you as well for the
Your
bits.
streams have ignited an intense SC2 passion in me. Thanks, ViBE. I hope you have a great goddamn year.
Yo, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits, Psyducks as well, man. I fucking much love, dude. And I'm glad you're invigorated. You're passionate. Yes.
SCV ready. Gangway. Add on. Mineral cluster expended. Mineral field exhausted.
Oh.
My community appreciates you taking the time.
Yeah, no worries, man.
They all learn. They're all learning a lot, bro. There's a lot of them. A lot of them, bro. I feel like a lot of them can kick my ass doing those builds you've been teaching them.
Yeah.
My cousin already kicked my ass.
Dude, it's
Go
ahead.
2 of my guys got to platinum already.
Nah, that's fucking awesome,
Doing,
man. It's
doing the vibe stuff, yeah.
it's
man.
just
Good
like
shit.
I feel like it's just like muscle memory, really. It just you have to really like grind it in, and it suddenly it just like clicks, and you're like, okay, I didn't have to think about it as hard. I know what I'm doing. I'm experienced with it, and then everything just flows so much better. It's just like finding out what to do is the hard part, right? You're like, I don't know how I want to start this.
Constructed.
And then 200 2 barracks. Shit, one sec.
Oh wow, look at that, yeah, man.
Okay, so I got it all done. I'll shrink the text size a little bit. Oh shit. I'll shrink the text size a little bit so we can actually see all of it. Down to like maybe like 16.
Okay.
It's actually still a little too large. Let's shrink it a little more because it's so like tall. Font. Do it to like maybe
DM me,
14.
right?
Yeah, I can save this and send it to you, man. Look at that. So what we have on the screen right now.
Am I going on to your stream?
Yeah,
real quick?
look at this stream really fast and tell me if you like what this looks like. Like it's literally a build that takes you all the way to 200 supply.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah. What happens before the 20 though? You have to scroll up a little bit.
No, I fixed it. I changed the font, so now you can see all of it. Oh shit, never mind. You're right. Oh shit, never mind. Oh my god, big mistakes. Okay, I'll do 12. How's that? Yeah, there you go. How's that? Can you read that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So
So probably even do 13. No, not 12. Try 13 real quick. Just try 13.
Okay.
Just to see.
It fits perfectly. Perfectly.
Ah. Yes. That's great. Wow. There it is.
And there's
Look at it.
there's your quota. And then I'll even give you right here. I'll say the first thing that says 200. Like quota max was, what did I hit this game? I hit like 10 minutes and I could hit it at 10 minutes if I just produce Marines right here. We'll just say quota 10 minutes because you totally could.
Oh, nice, dude. Yes. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because then I could just practice versus AI and just try to bang this shit out in 10 minutes.
There you go, man. There it is. I'll save it and I'll send it to you, man.
That is beautiful, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Damn, I got the best teacher in the game.
Yeah, no worries, dude. It's good shit though. Like I hope this is like, you know, it definitely like flows for you in the style you're teaching if you want and everything.
Bro, you know what? Like, this is what I really need. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like you said it today. You're like, you're just gonna have to accept that you're gonna have to learn different builds.
Yeah, you really do.
It's true, man. I'm avoiding it like the Black Plague. I just need. You're right. I do need to accept it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So there's your TvT right there.
Nice, nice.
And
okay, we get it. You're smiling. You're a good teacher. You're the best
okay. I appreciate it. No, the only thing I'll say is like a disclaimer, is if you can't like for now, don't even worry about this. But just put this in the back of your mind. Later on, if you struggle to break people that have tons of tanks, you can always add an additional 1 or 2 starports and go Viking and also Liberator. It doesn't have to just be Marine tank and Viking. So it's always an option. You don't have to do it for now though, but later on when you get really good at this, it'll definitely start happening.
Wait, isn't this the one where you got the 3 Liberators in it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, this build is going to be Marine tank Viking the whole way through, but the thing is 99% of your games are going to end at this point. I just took you to max, essentially, is what this was.
Right.
And now from when you're maxed, every single time you make a command center, you always make 2 barracks. Always make 2 barracks. Always make 2 barracks. But if you ever can't break somebody, add 2 starports 1 time. And then add in Liberators. Just start making some Liberators and keep making Vikings. That's all. That's the only thing that's different. This is...
And always so how many medevacs? You basically have 2 medevacs?
2 medevacs forever. Yep, that's it. Never go above 2. If they die, remake 2. And then that's it.
Dude, I love it.
So this is the Liberator build. It's just that would have had to have gone 200, 200, 200, 200 way down the road, because you're already maxed way before that happens.
Cool.
And
man. I feel it, man. I'm ready for this task. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm motivated.
One other tip I could give you that you even saw me doing it earlier is add once you max as well, start throwing down a couple sensor towers around the map just to really start zoning your opponent to have map control better. For instance, you just said was perfect, using it as creep for Terran. It's
right.
Start doing that more too once you're maxed, because then you're gonna have to start actually having map control, and you're gonna have so much more success with where you choose to fight.
Right. Oh, that's gonna be fun. And then if they kill my thing, then I know they're around there somewhere.
Exactly.
I should be able to, I should be paying attention to that anyway.
Yeah.
See that.
And then if they do die, if your sensor towers get knocked out and you retake the area, rebuild it, so you have control of that area again. You just know you're okay in that spot.
Damn. That's what's up. I'm excited.
Yeah, patience is this build. You have to. TvT, I'm not gonna lie, is a patient matchup, and you're gonna have to definitely become patient to play it. So always try to just consume the map as you go and take fights that are good for you. Don't ever try to feel rushed to take a fight. If it looks bad, just go to a different angle, literally.
Mm-hmm. No, you're 100% right. I hate TvT. So but I only hate it because I don't understand it.
Sure.
I do understand it, but like you said, you need to have patience.
You do.
It's just the patient man's game. That's all. That's what it comes down to. And once I'm patient with it, it's just gonna make the victory that much sweeter. It's yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Yeah, buddy. It's gonna be good, man. So
I'm really excited.
I'll send this to you in Discord in a minute, and you got yourself a build, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then I also have the replays, so that's cool. I can check that out again.
Exactly.
I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna dabble with some stuff. I don't know if there's anybody in. Is there anybody in your chat or my chat that knows how to use the building tool advisor, and that they can implement the build like this inside that advisor? Because I'll literally pay somebody to do that. Let's not get crazy now. I'll give you $20.
Oh, you're gonna pay me? Oh shit! Is it open-ended? How much can I ask for? No, yeah.
It's easy.
I'll let you know. Oh, you got someone? Okay.
I think maybe I might have someone who might be able to do it.
All right.
I'll dabble with it.
If someone hits me up as well, I'll let you know about it as well.
Let me know.
All right, man. Well, I think I'm gonna probably head out because it's almost 5 in the morning and I haven't even had dinner yet.
It's late. Damn, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Holy yeah, my cutoff is in an hour. So,
right,
brother,
man.
Thank you very much for the time, man. We appreciate you, man.
No worries, dude. And I'll look forward to you helping you out again tomorrow or the next day with Protoss or Zerg matchups.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll mess with this for like the next 2 days, and then like we'll chop it up, and then we'll just like whatever you're up for, like whether it be Zerg or Protoss, we'll work on something else.
All right, sounds good, dude. I'll talk to you later, man.
Okay, Vibe. Take care, man.
Take care, dude.
Thank you.